good. Jean-Martin, we can see you. Very good.
Bonjour.
So you're on the screen. Perfect. Let's hope the technology holds and electricity holds.
Let's hope so.
Very good. So thank you, everyone, for waiting. We're very pleased to have with us Jean-Martin Bauer, who is the country director for the World Food Program in Haiti. Jean-Martin, without further ado, go ahead. We're listening to your briefing on the humanitarian situation in Haiti.
Thanks. So hello from Port-au-Prince. I'm calling you from a central kitchen managed by the World Food Program and one of our partners here. What we do in this place is prepare thousands of hot meals for the displaced population of Port-au-Prince. We're working with a local NGO called CAPAC, and today on this site they will be preparing 3,680 meals that will be taken on to help people on 3 IDP sites here in town. This is a good example of what we're trying to do to respond to the crisis in Haiti. With partners like CAPAC, we've been able to provide over 1 million hot meals to people on the move in Haiti since the start of the year. We're very proud of having been able to help more than 100,000 people. This is a good place from where to comment on the hotspot report that came out today that identifies Haiti as one of the hunger hotspots in the world. Last time I spoke to you was in early March, and I'd like to give you a bit of an update on the situation here since. So in early March, the airports were closed, the Prime Minister was outside the country. Since there's been the appointment of a new Prime Minister, or at least the nomination of a new Prime Minister. But the period between then and now has been quite violent, quite unsettled here in Haiti. The country's been blocked. The main port for containers, the airport, were not functional for months. They've slowly resumed functioning. Humanitarians have been trying to do their best to respond to the crisis. The Hot Meals program that WFP is running is one of the examples of that. Right now, we've been able to use the stocks that we placed and positioned in Port-au-Prince ahead of the crisis, but those have been running low. We're optimistic that with the reopening of the port, we'll be able to import commodities from outside and bring them to Port-au-Prince to sustain these programs. But the level of stocks for other humanitarian actors has been quite low, and we know that the health sector has been quite affected by the low stocks available in Port-au-Prince. Now, I want to emphasize how this crisis, this political crisis, has affected the population of Haiti. There's been large-scale displacement. The last time we had a number from the International Office of Migration, over 360,000 Haitians had to leave their homes. Over 100,000 of them left Port-au-Prince in the month of March alone. So there's been an exodus out of the capital city, affecting especially the south of the country, a place with very limited infrastructure. And this is making the food crisis here even worse. To put it into perspective, according to the government, we now have 5 million people in Haiti that are acutely food insecure, of which 1.6 million are classified as facing emergency food insecurity conditions. These are the highest numbers on record. These are the highest numbers we've had since the 2010 earthquake. Now, we've had some breakthroughs. There's some good news. We've been able to reach Cité Soleil, one of the most low access parts of Port-au-Prince. We were able to bring rations to 93,000 people just in the month of May. We were recently able to bring in a cargo flight of carrying medical items to Toussaint Louverture Airport in Port-au-Prince, this airport which was closed for such a long period of time, bringing vital medical supplies to partners like UNICEF and WHO, who brought these essential items to the hospitals and clinics of Port-au-Prince. We've also been able to keep a ferry service going inside Haiti to link Port-au-Prince with the north and the south, bringing food and medical supplies to areas that have been isolated and from humanitarian supply chains. So this is still going on. But there's a sense of crisis still. We're at the start of June. We know that this is the beginning of what's forecast to be a very active hurricane season. This is when humanitarians need to be ready to act, need to be ready to support Haiti at a time of increased risk. We also have other factors that we're looking quite closely at, which including this, the impacts of this ongoing displacement. We know that food prices in Port-au-Prince have increased by 27% since January. And we also have incomes that are very, very low in this city because of the impacts of violence on people. So this is really the time to step up. We need to continue having Haiti in the focus, in the spotlight. We know that in some parts of the world, there just hasn't been enough attention on Haiti because we're looking at other crises. We're looking elsewhere. But the crisis in Haiti is here, it's now, and it deserves a response. Unfortunately, the UN Humanitarian Response Plan remains quite underfunded. According to the numbers we have, it's in the around 22% funded. the World Food Program itself needs $76 million to continue its life-saving operations in the country. And we're also going to need to be able to respond to the crisis in a way that links short-term needs to the longer, I would say, root causes of food insecurity of the country. We need to support this country's farmers. We need to make sure that we link the emergency response to, I would say, solutions that last, solutions that build resilience and build sustainability into the Haiti food system. So that's the update I have for you. I'm happy to take questions. Back to you, New York.
Excellent. Let's go to questions. And first, let me just say thank you for speaking to us from this location. We've been mentioning hot meals at this briefing almost on a daily basis since the beginning of this crisis. So it's good to see what it looks like where it's actually produced. So let me go to Maggie first. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Jean-Martin.
Oh, no, I was going to tell you that I'm just very enthusiastic about this group. The women you see behind me got up at 2 a.m. To soak the beans and get them ready to be cooked and prepared. And it's 24 people working here. A lot of them are displaced themselves, and it's really a story of people coming together to help each other out and at one of the most difficult times of their history. I think it's quite inspiring. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to show this.
Maggie.
Hi, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. On the port reopening, is it safe for you to move from the port to your warehouses? And are the warehouses safe? Have you had any more looting problems? And when you say that the port and the airport are gradually reopening, I mean, are you able to get like one flight or ship in a week, or like how would you describe it? Thanks.
Okay, so the access to the port has been okay. It's never completely risk-free. Before any of this happened in the month of January, there were extended periods of time we could not go to the port because of violence in the area of the port. So, but right now we're planning on using the port. The port's been taking shipments for at least 2 weeks, and we have WFP food coming to the port in the next few days. Our warehouse has been safe and has not been looted in the past few weeks. Now, what's going on at the airport? We were able to bring our first humanitarian cargo flight in 3 months to Port-au-Prince. That was just a few days ago, and we're going to continue these flights for as long as they're needed. We have more flights planned this week and next because there's just been such a dearth of incoming stocks that the clinics and hospitals of this city have been running out of supplies, and their functionality has been threatened. So we're going to maintain this effort for a longer time. And
could you give us some idea of, in tonnage, how much supplies that equates to, or how many people it serves? Okay, so we had 15 tons come in on Thursday last week, and we have 50 tons lined up to come in the next few days. And all of these are medical supplies for partners like, I mentioned UNICEF, WHO, we've got Médecins Sans Frontières, World Vision, ICRC, and others using these cargo flights to bring aid to Port-au-Prince.
Michelle.
Thank you so much. Michelle Nichols from Reuters. Obviously, you were just mentioning how many people are food insecure, and we've heard a lot about the potential for famine. Do you think enough has been done to kind of fend off famine for the moment in Haiti?
Well, that's absolutely what's at stake here. There's no famine in Haiti, but there could be if there's no response. We need a robust humanitarian response right now in Haiti because the needs are so high. We're again talking about 1.6 million people classified as facing a food emergency. It's one of the highest percentages and one of the highest raw numbers in the world. So we need to, this is when we step up. This is when we need humanitarians to be doing what they do best. This is when we need these local NGOs to be out there every single day providing the hot meals. This is where I need my own team to be active and out there doing everything they can. Now, the problem we have is that there's a risk with, there's been a risk with access, there's been a risk with security. We need these infrastructures to be open, the port, the airport. We also need the funding to be there. And unfortunately, there's still a gap that's out there, and we're calling on our donors to make sure that we're able to fund this humanitarian response that Haiti needs so much.
And then just to follow up on the multinational security force that everyone's waiting on, what are you hearing from sort of people on the ground in Haiti with regard to that force? Are they, desperate for it to arrive? Do they kind of believe it's never going to happen? What are they saying?
Security is the number one priority of the Haitian population. If I talk to my own staff here, what I hear is that it's dangerous for them to do simple things, to drop their kids off at school, to go to church or go to the supermarket. All these things are risky because you run the risk of being kidnapped. Many of my own staff have actually had to leave their homes because they've been displaced by the violence. So security is the number one priority for a lot of Haitians.
Stefano?
Thank you very much. Stefano Vaccara, Voce New York, Ital Press. Just a few days ago, I believe last week, two American volunteers, very young, they were killed right in Haiti while they were helping, doing the work that they're doing now in that room, I guess. So my question is, do you find that after, for example, this after this episode, if in the very important work that those volunteers are doing, I don't know if they are very scared that and maybe somebody is leaving now. I mean, there is a moment of break where where the people can't stay there anymore because there is too much. It's too much dangerous for these people that are helping now.
I wonder if the connection worked and if he could hear. Yeah, I think we lost him. Let's see.
Yeah, I think the connection got lost again.
Oh. Let's see if they're able to reconnect.
In the meantime, could you send this as an example to everyone else in the field?
We could. Let's see. Yeah, it's online. It's FAO WFP. Yeah, it's online. Let's see if are we able to reconnect. Oh, I think.
Yeah, I'm
we
back.
We got you back.
I didn't get the question.
Stefano, you want to?
Unfortunately. Sorry, Stefano.
Yeah, no,
it was
yes.
about the missionaries.
There were missionaries that were killed, and what was the impact with the other volunteers that are working now? I mean, did you notice that there is a sense of fear, panic, or something that people want to leave, or they just stick to the job and they do what they have to do?
Well, I would say that for everyone who heard about the news, we were devastated to hear it. It's really a tragedy what happened last week in Croix des Bouquets. And for all aid workers here, you need to know we worked in an environment that's been characterized by attacks on humanitarians, by attacks on our own offices at WFP. We had two offices attacked in September 2022 in Gonaïves and in Les Cayes. So unfortunately, we operate in a very risky environment. And I think when I look at the team, when I talk to my partners, I've sensed a strong unity of purpose. I sense that they want to get the job done, that they're here to stay, that they want to do everything we possibly can to deliver assistance. And we have, of course, asked ourselves, is our security okay? What are the risks for us? But we feel that we're here to stay, we're here to deliver, and our commitment to Haiti is 100% intact.
Yes, Yvonne.
Thank you very much, Yvonne Moriarty, News. Just to follow up on Michelle's question, you said in response that for the people that you interact with, security is their primary concern. So does that mean that they are very much waiting for this UN-mandated force to turn up, and are they asking why it hasn't arrived yet, like why it's taking so long? Thank you.
Well, on the issue of the MSS, what I would say is that, again, security is a key priority for Haiti. A return to security is essential, especially we need a return of the free movement of goods and people in this country. It's one of the reasons why 5 million people are food insecure right now, is that traders from rural areas can't come here. I remember visiting Artibonite, the fertile river valley in the north of Haiti. People from over there aren't able to freely trade, freely bring their goods to Port-au-Prince because they get attacked, they get ransomed. So some of the people I met were raped. So this is one of the key factors in what's going on in Haiti. So we need a return to security, and we need to ensure that this country is functional again as a whole. And what I want to make sure we also understand is that boots on the ground alone will not solve this problem. We need to make sure we also have a robust humanitarian and social response to Haiti's troubles right now. And I'm concerned by the fact that we have a large funding deficit for the humanitarian programs in this country, for the World Food Program, who lacks $76 million over the next 6 months. It will be very difficult to stabilize Haiti unless we take care of its population.
Thank you. Do we have more questions in the room? Online? Thank you so much for joining us, Jean-Martin. Thank you for this briefing. Thank you for joining us from where you are, and you're welcome to come back anytime. Thank you so much. So that was Jean-Martin Bauer, the head of WFP in Haiti. Thanks.